Today, we're going to skip all the usual New Year's resolution talk. Instead, we're going to break down this really powerful 4-step blueprint that's all about what truly separates success from just staying put.
So let's just kick things off with a question. What if the path to making this year your best year ever wasn't some fuzzy, vague idea, but a really clear 4-step process you could literally start using right now? And here it is. This is the blueprint we're talking about. It's got 4 parts. First, we're going to talk about eliminating what holds you back. Then, and this one's interesting, building your failure resume. Third, investing in your best asset. And finally, the big one, learning how to just outlast everyone else. So let's jump right into part 1. Okay, so let's dive right in. This first step, honestly, it might be the most important one. It's all about making room for success. Because think about it. Before you can build anything new, you got to clear out the junk first, right? You have to subtract before you can add. I love this reframe. It's so powerful. We think commitment is about gritting your teeth and trying harder, just piling more stuff onto your plate. But it's not. Real commitment, it's about ruthlessly, intentionally cutting out everything else. It's about getting rid of all the alternatives so you can focus. It's about saying no to 100 things so your one yes actually means something. So you might be asking, how do I know what I'm really committed to? Well, it's simple. Just look at your calendar and your credit card statement. Where does your time go? Where does your money go? Every single entry is a vote. It's a vote for the person you are becoming. The real question is, are you casting votes for the person you want to be? And you have to get specific here. We're talking about taking a hard look at your life. Like your friends. Are they pushing you to be better, or are they just around? You've got to ignore the advice from people who aren't actually where you want to be. It's so easy to listen to them, but you can't. And yeah, it means taking back control of your own mind. From the constant dings of your phone and from those little nagging voices in your head, those limiting beliefs that say, oh, I can't do that. And really, it all boils down to this. Where is your focus? Winners? They're focused on winning. That's it. Losers, well, they spend all their time focused on the winners. They're watching, they're criticizing, they're comparing. Just remember this. Hate never comes from above you. It always comes from below. So keep your eyes on your own game. All right, so once you've cleared out all that clutter, you finally have the space to start doing things. And that brings us to step 2. And I'll tell you, this one, it's going to flip how you think about a certain F word on its head. Instead of running away from failure, we're going to learn how to embrace it. In fact, we're going to build our own failure resume. Okay, this idea is a total game changer. Seriously, every single time you fail, it's not a black mark on your record. It's proof. It's proof you got in the game. You took a swing. And every time you swing and miss, you get feedback. You learn something. And that means, believe it or not, you are statistically more likely to succeed next time. You remember this scene from The Matrix, right? It's perfect. Neo, he's literally the one, the chosen one. And when he takes that first big leap, he faceplants. He falls. It's just such a great reminder that even the person who is destined to win has to fall down first. It's just part of the deal. So what does one of these failure resumes actually look like in real world? Well, here are just a few examples from the source material. We're talking about 6 failed businesses, 9 partnerships that went south, losing millions on bad hires, even losing money on real estate and crypto. Look, these aren't things to be ashamed of. They're battle scars. They're proof that you were actually in the arena, getting your hands dirty. And that right there, that's the beautiful, beautiful asymmetry of business and of life, really. You can fail over and over and over. You can have a failure resume a mile long, but all you need is one win, one home run, and it pays for every single one of those strikeouts. It changes the entire game. Okay, so you've cleared the decks. You're not afraid to fail anymore. You're actually learning from it. What's next? Well, now it's time to pour some gasoline on that fire. It's time to invest in the single best, most profitable asset you will ever own. And that asset is you. So you see this big number on the screen, $950,000. What on earth is that? Well, according to the source material, that's what they call the ignorance tax. Let's say you're making 50 grand a year right now. That 950,000, that's the money you're not making. The opportunity cost, simply because you don't yet have the skills to make $1 million. It's the price you pay for not knowing. And this just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? This is why betting on yourself is the best bet you can possibly make.
Look, you can take 10 grand and stick it in the S&P 500. A year later, if you're lucky, you've made maybe $900. Okay. Or you could invest that same 10 grand in yourself, in a new skill. And that skill could boost your income by $50,000 or more. Not just once, but every single year. The return on investment, it's not even in the same universe.
You know, when you buy a course or hire a coach or join a group of high performers, you're not just buying information you could probably find for free online. No, you're buying time. You are buying speed. You're taking 5, maybe 10 years of painful, slow trial and error, and you're squeezing it down into just a few months. You're literally buying your future self and pulling it into today. It's like a time machine for your career.
All right, so let's recap. You've eliminated the junk, you've made friends with failure, you've invested in your own skills. There's just one piece left to this puzzle. And honestly, it's the simplest one to understand, but it's probably the hardest one to do. It's all about endurance. It's about learning how to just outlast everyone else. And you can pretty much run your whole life with this one simple 2-part rule. It's so good. Part 1, when something is working, for the love of God, do more of it. Don't look for the next shiny object. Just double down, triple down, go all in. Part 2, when things get hard, when you hit a wall, do different. Don't quit. Just pivot. Change the tactic, not the mission. Because at the end of the day, you don't actually win by having one big flashy victory. That's not how it works. You win by staying alive. You win by having the grit to still be in the game, to still be putting one foot in front of the other, long after everybody else got exhausted, got bored, and went home. That's the real victory. So as you're thinking about this next year and the year after that, this is the path. It's pretty simple, really. The lazy people, they never even get started. The losers, they start, but they don't know how to finish. But the legends, they just don't know how to stop. So the only question you really have to ask yourself is, which one are you going to be?